Tonight, I kind of need a little bit of comfort because I'll be honest with you, I am so angry, I could spit nails hard enough to build a house. I could. Seething rage is the best way to describe how I have felt since Joe Biden's so-called Justice Department and 30-plus government goons descended upon former President Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago in a raid supposedly to retrieve classified documents for the National Archives. Over 30 FBI agents ended up taking 15 to 20 boxes of material. They even broke into President Trump's personal safe, which, by the way, reportedly was empty. Should have had Geraldo Rivera there for that one. Some of you aren't old enough to even know what I'm talking about. Or you're pretending you're not that old. By the way, they also went through Melanias Wardrobe. What on earth was that about, okay? I mean, is the FBI now so fully woke that its male agents wanted to try on her dresses? What was that? Look, this is an outrageous act of weaponizing what should be an unbiased Justice Department. And instead sending jackbooted bullies into a former president's home in an attempt to intimidate not just him, more importantly, anyone who dares to speak out against the deep state of corrupt bureaucrats and political operatives that are scared to death that they're going to lose power, and with it, the loads of cash that they have accumulated by running roughshod over the American public. When Hillary Clinton destroyed 35,000 emails that she had illegally kept on a private server in her home, she never faced a raid by armed agents. When Bill Clinton's former national security advisor, Sandy Berger, stuffed already archived classified documents down his pants, in his shirt, and in his socks, he first lied and claimed it was an honest mistake. Right. Because all of us are used to stuffing sensitive papers in our underwear and socks and walking around with them, right? He ended up pleading guilty to a small misdemeanor, but he never had his home raided, and these were not papers he had in his possession. He went to a government warehouse and he stole them. President Trump could have been simply asked if he had material that maybe should have been left behind. What the media fails to tell you and will never tell you is that under the Presidential Records Act, the president has the authority to declassify documents and determine what's to be sent to the archives. This was all about the Biden DOJ and the FBI flexing its full-throated power just to try and go after Donald Trump. They hate him. I mean, they hate him. Before he was even sworn in, they lied to get FISA warrants to falsely accuse him of colluding with Russians. That was a lie. It was the real big lie, and they knew it was a lie. But Trump got impeached for their lie, and the corrupt officials at the FBI and DOJ got big, fat contracts with CNN and MSNBC to become commentators. Hey, they should have been frog marched across the courthouse lawn and given orange suits and given jobs making license plates. That would have been better. But just know this is not just about Donald Trump. Oh, sure, they hate him. They've staged an attempted coup d'etat of a sitting president. We'll never know the full extent of election irregularities in the 2020 election. And even raising the issue will get one banned on social media. But Hillary Clinton publicly claimed that the 2016 election was stolen from her. Remember Stacey Abrams, the whining loser in the 2018 Georgia governor's race? She still claims that she won that race. And not one social media platform shut them down, and no liberal talking head contradicted or corrected them. Now, when our government that we pay for with our taxes, when they use the money that we give them to pick winners and losers in political battles, and when it targets and harasses people to intimidate them into silence and submission, we're seeing the very tactics that were used by the East German Stasi, as well as third world dictatorships. We cannot be submissive or silent. Now, I hope that courageous people across America rise up and fight back. Let me be clear. I mean at the ballot box. Not with any threats or with violence, like what happened on January 6th. That's just what some of these folks are hoping for, so they can make the reaction to their abuse of power the real story. That's what they want. But what they need is a sweeping election that sends them packing for the cheap seats. That's what needs to happen. So I urge you, vote in patriotic members of Congress who will demand accountability from the unelected bureaucrats. We got to take back the House and Senate in 2022. And let me be blunt, regardless of what you personally think of Donald Trump, I have concluded after this outrageous affront to freedom staged by the FBI that we better hope that after the midterm elections, Donald Trump does announce that he will seek his second term as president, because I believe he may be the only person with the guts to fight back and clean house in Washington. Yep, they came for Trump this week, but with the Democrats just having decided to hire 87,000 new IRS agents, you need to know they're going to be coming for you. And if you don't join the battle now, it may be too late. And it may be you being strip searched and handcuffed while your property is ransacked and confiscated by a government run amok.